Hello friends, I am Dr. Anjali Ruikar, faculty Ferguson Junior College, Pune. Today we are going to discuss Unit 10 of your chemistry text, Halogen Derivatives. Screen and think what is common in it. Exactly, what you are thinking is correct. All these structures contain halogen in them. The parent family of organic compounds is hydrocarbon. If one or more hydrogen atoms of these hydrocarbons are replaced, removed, or substituted by halogen atom, then it will become halogen derivative of that hydrocarbon. In this unit, we are going to discuss halogen derivatives of alkane and arene in somewhat systematic way. So let's see classification of halogen derivatives. Halogen derivatives are classified based on the hydrocarbon skeleton and on the basis of a number of halogen atoms it contains. So on the basis of hydrocarbon skeleton, halogen derivatives are classified as haloalkane, haloalkene, haloalkyne, and haloarene. Haloalkane, the name itself suggests that all are saturated. So carbon skeleton is a saturated one. In alkene, double bond is present. In alkyne, triple bond is present, and in haloarene, halogen atom is bonded to aromatic ring. On the basis of number of halogen atoms, halogen derivatives are classified as monohalogen derivatives. These are the compounds in which one hydrogen atom is replaced, removed, or substituted by halogen atom. In dihalogen derivatives, two halogen atoms are replaced for hydrogen atom. In trihalogen derivatives, three halogen atoms are replaced, and in polyhalogen derivatives, more than three hydrogen atoms are replaced by corresponding number of halogen atoms. We'll see classification of monohalogen derivatives in somewhat detail. This classification is based on the hybridization of carbon atom and the position of halogen atom where it is attached. The first one is alkyl halides or haloalkanes. These are monohalogen derivatives of alkanes. I'll give a stress on alkanes. Refers to a saturated carbon skeleton. See all these three structures. Halogen atom is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, but the position of a halogen where it is attached to carbon is different. In the first case, halogen atom is bonded to a carbon which is sp3 hybridized, which in turn is bonded to only one another carbon atom. Such a carbon is said to be primary carbon. In second example, halogen atom is bonded to a carbon which in turn is bonded to two other carbon atoms. Such a carbon is said to be secondary carbon. And in third case, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which in turn is bonded to three other carbon atoms. Such a carbon is said to be tertiary carbon atom. Accordingly, alkyl halides are classified as primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, and a tertiary alkyl halide. Next one is allylic halide. Allylic halide is one in which halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which in turn is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Now recall your memory for type of hybridization. How do we understand sp3 hybridization and sp2 hybridization. For a carbon, sp3 hybridized carbon refers to all are single bonded. So halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon. sp2 hybridized carbon refers to a double bonded carbon. So this carbon sp3 in turn is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon. In the second case also, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which in turn is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Now think on it, whether both of these are primary allylic halide, secondary allylic halide, or tertiary allylic halide. The next class is benzylic halide. Benzylic halide is one in which halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which in turn is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of aromatic ring. Both of these examples, think on it, whether it is primary benzylic halide, secondary benzylic halide, or tertiary benzylic halide. The next class is vinylic halide. In these halides, halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon. sp2 hybridized carbon atom is a double bonded carbon atom. Next class is haloarine or aryl halide. In this also, halogen atom is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon, but now in this case, this sp2 hybridized carbon is of aromatic ring. Next one is haloalkyne, in which halogen atom is bonded to sp hybridized carbon. sp hybridized carbon is recognized by having 3 bonds to a carbon. So this one is your haloalkyne. Let's now have a look at nomenclature of halogen derivatives. You have studied in your class 11 the functional group alkyl halide. So we are going to see common names of some alkyl halides. These are named by writing the name of alkyl group followed by the name of halide. Alkyl group, how to find out alkyl group? One hydrogen atom of alkane is removed, and what is left is your alkyl group. Your 2 carbon atom alkane is ethane. One of the hydrogen is replaced by halogen, so it will become now ethyl bromide. Next is your 3 carbon atom compound. It is propane, derivative of propane. But see the halogen atom where it is attached to central carbon atom. So the alkyl group becomes CH3, that is iso, and 3 carbon atom, so propyl. So name of the compound will be isopropyl chloride. Next one is again iso structure, CH3, so it is isobutyl bromide. Next is your N-butyl. All the 4 carbon atoms, they are in a straight chain. So N-butyl group followed by the word halide, that is bromide. In the next, tertiary butyl and secondary butyl, both of these, they are named according to the type of carbon to which halogen is attached. So halogen is attached, if it is to tertiary carbon, it will become tertiary butyl bromide, and when it is attached to secondary carbon, it will become secondary butyl bromide. Let's have a look at some other monohalogen derivatives. Just now we have seen a class of compound. Halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon. This is known as vinyl halide. The halogen atom present is chlorine, so it is vinyl chloride. The next class, halogen atom is bonded to a carbon, sp3 hybridized, which in turn is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon. So this is allylic halide. So the name of the compound is allyl bromide. Next one is a derivative of acetylene. One of the hydrogen of acetylene is replaced and substituted by halogen, chlorine. So it becomes chloroacetylene. Then is benzyl bromide. Halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon, which in turn is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of aromatic ring. One more is there, it is chlorotoluene. When benzene is attached to methyl group, this becomes toluene. And to that, chlorine is there, so it is orthochlorotoluene. Let's have a look at IUPAC names of some alkyl halides. Alkyl halides are named as haloalkane. So recall your memory for IUPAC nomenclature of alkane. Always halo word is prefix. It is never suffix. So halogen, that is bromo, iodo, chloro, it is prefix and then followed by the name of the alkane. 2 carbon atom alkane is ethane and halogen is bromine, so it is bromoethane. Then is 3 carbon atom alkane, propane, to which halogen chlorine is attached. You have to specify the position of halogen. So number the chain. From any side, if you could number, the central carbon atom is getting number 2. So name of the compound becomes 2-chloropropane. Same way, it is 1-bromo, 2-methyl propane. Next is 1-bromo-butane. In the next case, bromine is attached to second carbon atom, so it becomes 2-bromo-butane. In the next case, that is tertiary butyl bromide, bromine is attached to central carbon, so it is 2-bromo-2-methyl propane. Let's have a look at few more monohalogen derivatives, IUPAC names. Now, in the first case, the parent hydrocarbon skeleton contains a double bond. So it is a derivative of ethene and hence the name is chloroethene. The next compound contains a double bond, 3 carbon atom compound. So it is derivative of propene. To that halogen atom is attached to third carbon. So it becomes 3-bromopropene. In the next one, triple bond is present. A 2 carbon atom compound having triple bond is ethyne and hence the name of the compound is chloroethine. In the next class, 1 carbon atom compound, 1 carbon atom alkane is methane, of which 2 hydrogen atoms are replaced, one by bromine, other by your aromatic ring, and hence it is bromophenyl methane. In the next case, to aromatic ring, one is your methyl group and one is your chloro group. So it is 2-chlorotoluene or it is 1-chloro-2-methyl benzene. Let's have a look at methods of preparation of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides can be prepared from hydrocarbon. Recall your memory. This is what you have studied in your class 11 from alkane and from alkene. Recall the reactions of alkane. To be specific, halogenation reaction of alkane, that is free radical mechanism, and what you are getting is alkyl halide. Next hydrocarbon is alkene. See the reactions of alkene. To be specific, addition reaction of alkene, addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. This will give you alkyl halides. There you have studied Markovnikov's rule as well as anti-Markovnikov's rule. The next way is from alcohol. From alcohol, one can use hydrogen halide or one can use a phosphorus halide. Two types of phosphorus halides are there. Either it is phosphorus trihalide or it is pentahalide. And next is by using thionyl chloride. The next way of preparing alkyl halide is by halogen exchange. The most suitable way of preparation of a alkyl halide is using alcohol, because we are having variety of alcohol compounds. Now see the functional group ROH. That OH is replaced, removed, substituted by halogen. What way we have seen how it is replaced? It is replaced either by using hydrogen halide or phosphorus halide or using thionyl chloride. So let's see one by one using hydrogen halide. So alcohol, when is treated with hydrogen halide under suitable conditions. Why I have used the word suitable condition? Because the condition depends on the hydrogen halide that you are using. The hydrogen halide may be HCl, HBr or HI, and accordingly the condition is decided. Now what happens during the reaction? OH group of alcohol is replaced by X. X, from where it comes? It comes from hydrogen halide. What is left? Hydrogen and OH. So water molecule HOH is lost. For a given hydrogen halide, reactivity order of alcohol is tertiary alcohol more reactive than secondary alcohol than primary alcohol. The reactivity order for a given alcohol by hydrogen halide is HI more reactive than HBr than HCl. How to keep in mind? हे लक्षात कसं ठेवणार? HI bond length is more, so easily it can break. Okay, whereas tertiary alcohol, this is more reactive. हे कसं लक्षात ठेवणार? OH at group, when it is removed, what is left is your alkyl group. See the stability of carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary than primary. So keep in mind that tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary alcohol than primary alcohols, and hydrogen halide orders HI is more reactive than HBr than HCl. Let's see using hydrogen chloride. The process is known as Grove's process. So alcohol, when is treated with HCl, the reagent required here, catalyst you can call it as anhydrous ZnCl2. Just now we have seen that the type of alcohol we have used here, whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary, it is CH2OH, so it is primary alcohol. Think on reactivity order, whether it is highly reactive or less reactive. Primary alcohol reactivity is less. Think on the reactivity order of HCl, whether HCl is more reactive or less reactive. Accordingly, you have to think on the condition. HCl is less reactive, primary alcohol is less reactive, so we need a catalyst anhydrous ZnCl2. This Zn is Lewis acid catalyst, you can call it. It is electron deficient, so easily it can coordinate on the lone pair of electrons on oxygen. and thus the bond between carbon and oxygen can be broken, it gets weakened, and replacement of halogen takes place easily. See the next example. Now tertiary alcohol is there. The reactivity order, tertiary alcohol is more reactive than secondary than primary. So in this case, reaction takes place merely by shaking the reagent and you will get corresponding alkyl chloride. In all these cases, water molecule is lost. So keep in mind that we have to use a reagent that is a dehydrating agent. The next one is using hydrogen bromide. Alcohol, when is treated with 48% concentrated HBr, will give corresponding alkyl bromide. In this case, we have used ethyl alcohol. HBr, HI, both of these are less stable. So need to be generated in C2. Need to be generated refers to what? They are to be prepared during the reaction mixture. So HBr can be generated using NaBr and H2SO4. So when alcohol is refluxed with NaBr and H2SO4, we are getting alkyl bromide. From ethyl alcohol, we are getting ethyl bromide. Same way, using hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen iodide is generated in C2 using sodium iodide or phosphoric acid. Here, phosphoric acid is used instead of H2SO4. Why? In this case, H2SO4, if it is used, it is a strong oxidizing agent. So it will oxidize HI. And therefore, instead of using H2SO4, H3PO4 is used to generate HI. So alcohol, when is heated with NaI or Ki in presence of H3PO4, will give you alkyl iodide. Keep in mind, HBr, HI, both of them, they need to be generated during the reaction mixture. When we are using HBr, generally primary alcohols are used because secondary and tertiary alcohols undergo dehydration to give a product alkene. Next method is using phosphorus halide. Why this method is used? Because alcohols, when are treated with hydrogen halide, the reaction follows a formation of a carbocation and the reaction regenerates for stability of a carbocation, and this is minimized in the method using phosphorus halide. So today we have discussed what are halogen derivatives. We have seen classification of halogen derivatives and in detail monohalogen derivatives. We have seen nomenclature of halogen derivatives, common name system as well as IUPAC nomenclature system. And then we were discussing methods of preparation of alkyl halides. For methods of preparation of alkyl halides, you have already studied in class 11 by method of preparation of alkyl halide from hydrocarbon, that is halogenation of alkane and addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. We have seen a new method for preparation of alkyl halide using alcohol. In that case, we have seen only reaction of alcohol with hydrogen halide. In the next session, we will discuss reactions of alcohol with phosphorus halides. Thank you.